I'm honored to have two gentlemen in the studios who have been doing events for a very long time. And one is the program manager for YFM, other is the CEO of Slicky Promotions. Slicky, good morning.
Good morning. Controversial man.
One like controversial.
What be? What na brand account?
So those of you who don't know, Slicky has a salon, has a hostel, has a lot of business that he's running. Yeah, he's friends with the big artists in Ghana, R2Bs and I Ramsey B, yes, he's friends with I Ramsey B. And then another side too, talking about the road manager for I Ramsey B, Skinny. Skinny, good morning.
Good morning, Marco.
I hope you're good.
Oh, I'm great.
I don't remember last time I had you on my show.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while.
So guys, today we are talking about events and event organization in the Western region. And as I said, this year our plan is to get Takrade to be very eventful. Yes, not like only limiting us to only 25th, 26th December, but this round extend the conversation to how we can lift events in the Western region to the next level. Let me start with Skinny. As the program manager for YFM, I know YFM has been doing a lot of events. And look at it in Takrade, if you talk about event house, most of the time it's radio stations.
Yeah. Because I think from where I sit, I've done events as an individual.
Okay. You used to do skate. How is Skate Fest?
Well, we are trying to bring it back this year.
Oh, okay.
It's been off for like 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Partly because of COVID.
Okay.
And the other part also has to do with funds as well. So we are trying to bring it back this year, hopefully. So I'm saying I've done events as an individual and I've done events, in charge of a media house. And I think mostly individuals don't really have the wherewithal to do events. Most of them don't really have enough connections as well. Plus, most brands will want to deal with established brands than they would want to deal with, individuals. So that's how come. I mean, when you look at the region, you have a lot of radio stations doing events and not individuals. And when the individuals do it, you don't really see it as huge events like the radio stations. So I think that's
the reason.
Yeah, from my perspective, I think that's the reason. Because from my side, when I used to do events, mostly is my own funds, and I think most individual event organizers in the region will attest to that. Is your funds. You have to do it for maybe like 3 editions or 2 editions
to be able to build that brand before other brands will want to come in and support you. But for radio stations, it's easier. When you sit down with a sponsor and you are telling them that, oh, I have this, I have that. I have the. I can give you leverage. I can give you
air. I can give you airtime. I can give you all of this. So they have a lot of mileage that they can give out than individuals. So yeah.
I guess that's why I brought you, because you'll be talking more about the institutions like radio events. And I also talked to Slicky about individuals organizing events. How difficult is it for you?
As an individual?
No, as an institution.
As an institution, still it is difficult, especially in the region. One, and people hate it when I say this, most of the big brands in the Western region have their headquarters in Accra.
Yeah.
So when you sit down with somebody here in the region and you are speaking to them about sponsoring an event, they say, okay, it has to go to Accra.
That's where the problem is.
And if you don't really have connections in Accra, then forget about it. Unless the person you're dealing with is like a personal friend and is really going to push for you. But in big companies too, it is difficult for an individual to also push for you. Then it looks like maybe he has a cut or something in the sponsorship. So they also don't want to tarnish the image that they have in the company, that they've taken a cut, in the sponsorship deal or whatever. And so they want to relax it. So they speak about it like, oh, this sponsorship came in. Have you considered it? Once, twice, nothing comes up. They relax because they don't want to create the impression that they are part of the people organizing, and they are going to get a cut from their own company. So it is difficult. Very, very difficult. And I also have to talk about, and I was saying this the last time in the office, that personally, I think it's more expensive to do events in the Western region than it is to do in Accra.
How? Why?
Okay, let me give you an example.
Do.
Let's say you are bringing artist A to Takrade. Okay. And I'm doing a show in Accra with artist A. Now, artist A will charge me. Maybe charge less in Accra.
Yeah.
Maybe charge less in Accra.
Okay.
But they will charge me more because they are moving out of their region.
You have to
Then
book hotels and
You have
stuff.
to book. Now, the standard is flight for 4 people. That's the standard. When you're booking one artist, the standard is flight for 4 people. When you're on the 4 or 3, okay, manager, DJ, the photographer, and the artist.
Okay.
Do you get it? When you're on the 4 or 3, and that's if you have a relationship with the person.
Okay.
So you have to book a flight in and out for the people. You have to book hotels for them. When they come, they are feeding. But when you're doing an event in Accra, you don't incur all of that cost because the person sits in his car
And just drives to the place.
just drives to the place. So if you are paying, let's say, if you're paying 30,000 for an artist, that's about it. It's 30,000.
Takrady, you pay
You're paying the
30,000
30,000
plus the
plus the
hotel.
flight. So flight, let's say flight 499 times 4. No,
That's-
times 8 because in and out.
In and out, yeah.
Times 8. Then you come down to the hotel plus their feeding. Do you get it? And when you are not careful with the artist, when you don't have an arrangement with the artist very, very well, they may leave the hotel and they will leave cost there for you as well.
Yeah.
Makonum say good.
Yes. So if you
As,
don't,
as somebody that to you, as YFM.
no, but sometime back, a very long time ago, Sarko and his team did that to us in Sunyani.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very, very long
When
time
we were
ago.
with Sky.
Yes. So that actually gave me the idea that gave me the experience that actually you need to have a conversation with the artist that, we are going to provide you A, B, C, D. Okay. And so you need to get like a sponsor or somebody who's going to sort them out when it comes to their feed, their drinks and all that. But if you leave them to the hotel,
How receptive do you think Sekedi Takrady are to events?
honestly, I love the people of Western region, but most of them
Are you not cushioning us right now
Oui.
with the first statement
Oui.
saying that you love the people of Western region?
I love the people of the Western
Okay.
region. Okay. I think they like to have fun, but they don't like to pay. That's a fact. And anybody who would like to argue with me on this one should come.
Western region, people of Sekedi
Western
Takrady in
region,
Western
they like
region,
to jowly,
but they don't want to pay.
Do you get it? And that brings me back to my first point that it's more expensive
Okay.
to do. So, for example, if you go to Accra, you pay 100 Ghana cedis for an event. That same event in Takrady, you should pay like 200 Ghana cedis. 1, we don't have enough venues. 2, like I said, it's more expensive booking an artist to perform in the region. So an event that costs like 100 Ghana cedis in Accra should cost more in Takrady, but you can't do that. Why, Nebeba? Why?
Let me get to Slicky and this one. We'll come back to the current situation and we'll look at the way forward. Slicky, you have been organizing events since 2004 or 3.
3.
3. Those times,
Yeah.
you were the only artist you are the one who brought Patapa to Takrady and gave
But
5.
before then, I think I was playing the rural areas before even I came to
Takrady.
yeah.
So-
I was doing most of the rural shows because the benefit then
It's
was
more than
yeah.
okay. You're also the promoter who brought Peter Pat to Takrady
Patapa, yeah.
and gave him 500 cedis.
Oh, massa, which can 500?
So you didn't give 500 cedis.
No. I paid Patapa over 5,000 cedis. It wasn't 5,000.
Slick is a lie.
Oh, come on.
Really? Weren't you there that we had series of reports?
Did
You had a fight.
Did you have any evidence to that?
Did you have a fight with Patapa?
It wasn't with Patapa. It was with Yofi.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. On the same event.
Yes.
While Yofi was the MC.
Yes.
And so it was Yofi who took the 500 cedis.
I didn't
Pay-
give
you didn't
him
pay-
his balance after the show
Why? Why didn't you give him his balance after the show?
because Charlie,
One boy
I
Juma.
don't want to go back to that.
No, I just want to know. One boy Juma.
No,
Because
no,
it's all
the
part
time-
of the event.
The time he was supposed to report at the event, he delayed. So
Okay. With 82 film.
yes, I went in for another MC. That was Cleansy. So when he came, Cleansy was already on stage. So I have to split
The money.
the money to give half to Cleansy and half to him. And
Okay. Well, you will come to the 2000. How many events have you organized as Slicky Promotions
seriously, I've organized I think over 50 events. Seriously,
since 2003 to now?
before. Yes.
So tell us some of the notable events that Slicky Promotions has organized.
Oh, I brought for live in Bogoso.
Okay.
I've done D Crime at Tassim for so with Kumase Kou. I can't remember the
What
the
is
names
your
of the
biggest
areas.
event from Slicky Promotions?
My biggest event is the Salah Fest. Yes, because that is the only event that I was able to,
Get money from it.
to get a sponsor, a big brand to sponsor it. That
Oh,
is
okay.
the MTN.
How difficult is it as an individual to organize organize a program?
Marco, I've done over 10 successful shows without sponsorship.
Where success means? What do you mean by successful shows? Then go for bear
successful. Let me quote it this way. I think in Takrade it's good to do a free show than a paid show.
Exactly.
Because me, when I do paid show, I usually open the gate for free. Sometimes when I realize like Charlie, the people are still doing todo. So I will just call the bouncer, Charlie, let them enter because I want the pictures to use it for my.
So then why do you keep on doing events?
Because
passion, man.
It's passion. No, Marco, it's a passion.
Aside the passion, I was also trying to put the brand out there.
Okay.
Because when I was doing the rural event, the Takwa Bogoso, Asimfosu, those places, the name wasn't going. The name wasn't elevating. It was only about the benefit.
Okay.
I was making a whole lot of money from that areas. But in Takrade, I've never done a show here and even made a profit of, let's say, 1,000 CDs before. I'm telling you. So it was just, the focus was basically on the hype. So after show, the presenters, the MCs, the DJs will come after you. That, hey, you made this amount, you need to pay me this and that.
Slicky, what is our problem? Why is it that event in Takrade is not getting to the level? Before I come to a major question that we need to talk about today, what do you think there's a major reason why events in Sekedi Takrade, we are not getting to the level we are supposed to get to?
I think we are in the situation whereby the people feel like they are, they are bigger than the artists we bring in.
Why don't you also bring big artists?
No, you are not getting my point.
No, when you say big artist, I mean,
do we have? I brought EL when he had won the Artist of the Year.
Yeah, should we bring Chris Brown before people come to our shows?
I brought Patapa when he was on top.
Okay.
You understand? So if it's about, I brought Guru, I did Shatawale on partnership. I brought Tiny when he was on his peak. So with Takrade, even at the let me use Vienna Club for example, because that is where
you did most of
I've done most of my event there. People will come and it's all about relationship. The moment they know the bouncer, they know the security, they know the name on the show, trust me, they won't pay. They can stand there till the close of the show. So the best thing to do is to allow them to enter for free.
And you get your pictures for you.
To get your pictures.
For the next edition.
You understand? To define your success.
How can we make this better? How can we change this?
That is.
How can
that
now
is
we all
a
know?
very big question.
No, now we all know what the problem is.
It's a huge question, and I think personally I think it's a mindset change.
Okay.
That enjoyment is not cheap. People need to understand that. Enjoyment. You're talking about Jagameister now. Like enjoyment is not cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not cheap. I know people that move out of the region to go and chill somewhere. You get it, and they pay. They pay. Now it's not like they don't pay. They pay, and
they'll pay 250 Ghana cedis.
Yes,
just go and stand the back gate and what's Sarkodie's
Yes,
concept.
and they come in back into the region, and you're going to do something like that and say a cinema eat in the morning. Chike, let me do a math for you. For people that are listening, let me do a math for you. Which is the biggest venue? If you're going to do a paid for show, which is the biggest venue in Takrade? Come up with any name.
Akroma Plaza.
Akroma Plaza, there you go. Akroma Plaza is going to cost you nothing less than 8,000 Ghana cedis. That's if you don't have a relationship with them.
Yeah, true.
So nothing less than 8,000, right? 8,000 gone. Artist. How many artists are you going to bring? You can't bring one artist.
At least two or three.
Depends on how huge they are.
Yeah,
because you want to make a big splash. So let's say you're spending close to like 60,000, right?
Yeah.
On an artist. So 68,000. Then you come to promo. How many radio stations are you going to work with? And I'm thinking you may have a relationship with the radio station. You go and beg some of them. They'll take it like 1,000, 2,000 and promote it for you. So let's say 2,000 for radio station. That's another 8,000. You're looking at 76,000. Or accommodation buy. Or flight and buy. Now let's do the flight as well. 499 times
Flight and buy.
499 times 16. Let's say you're doing two artists. 499 times 16.
That's like 500 times 16.
Yeah, that's like 500 times 16. In and out too. That's in and out. Times 16.
7,000
plus 76,000.
76,000.
Yeah.
83,980.
Very good. Yeah, let's leave that at me and hotel income, me and ADD
And for light and buy
lights, Nico,
sound.
You me and
Stage
count.
in this,
Me and count. 70. How much do you have right now? 83,000. How much would you charge for gate fee? Akoma takes like
20
Akoma takes like
20
Akoma takes
cities
like 800.
single, 30 cities double.
Akoma takes like 800.
800, 900, yeah.
Right. So let's say 800. 800 divided by the amount that you have.
Divided by 800.
104.98.
Very good. That means for every person, for you to break even with this amount, you need to charge 100 Ghana
100 Ghana
cedis.
cedis.
Ask yourself, when you charge 100 Ghana cedis, how many people are going to come?
We know show your friends Wadam for the bush.
Do you get it? So as an event organizer, what you need to offset this cost is to speak to sponsors so that they come on board
To help you out.
to help you out. Do you get it? How many sponsors are willing to come on board if you don't have connects in Accra, if you don't have plugs in Accra to push through your deal for you? So people need to understand. Again, like they come in here like, yeah, we want events like it is done in Accra. When we go to the club, we want to see things like, we want to see things.
the trouble.
Like people can't do the same in Takrady. For example, see, this Wonderland that
They did.
they did.
Yeah.
For me, I've been doing bush parties for since. It's the same concept. It's a bush party.
There's even butchery. Butchery.
Yeah, it's a bush party.
Asaba.
Yeah, Asabako. Do you get it? It's the same concept. You gather people, you take them out of their known or their vicinity and you take them to another place. Okay. And people come in like, yeah, we want events like that. Those are the events that we are gonna come. But ask them, are they willing to pay like 100? Like I said, it's more expensive to do an event in Takrady than it is in Accra. Even in Kumasi. Maybe the same. You get, so people need to understand that any easy sir and so no can say event and so or Takrady they be are paid for shows and you wouldn't want to come to a paid for show because this will be in home you. Meanwhile, you don't want to pay 100 Ghana cedis so that you be in an air condition and sit in your chair and maybe like a table.
Not to go far. Do you think Kofi Kinatia's show that he did in Accra, he can replicate one in Takrady?
I think as of now he can. Because he's built the brand for
Will people
time.
be ready to pay 200 Ghana cedis to go and watch? People not come. Do you think people?
No, I'm saying that he can.
No, I'm coming.
No,
on.
wait. You asked if he can.
If he can.
He can.
But
now the
go?
next question is, will people go? That's the next question.
200.
Do you get it? Will people be willing to pay 200 Ghana cedis
And go and listen to the same song.
The same song.
You play on free.
That he's been doing a free show at Jubilee Grounds. Do you get it? And I don't know if the team will tell you the truth. They hustle to pull it off because it is not easy. That show, I won't be surprised if you are counting, if you are sitting down to count everything. I'm not surprised if the amount will be 100,000 Ghana cedis for that event alone. Like everything, you cost everything. What I say, and you don't look at sponsorship and all of that, and you're putting all down. I'm not surprised if we'll get to like almost 100,000 Ghana cedis.
It's because the plus 233 about. Plus 233 about that place is a very expensive.
Do you get it? So first of all, mindset change.
Okay.
That enjoyment is not cheap. For people that move.
Second Takrady, enjoyment is not cheap.
Enjoyment is not cheap. Enjoyment is not your street, but now will be a bar. Do you get it? Enjoyment is not cheap. See, you want a certain class of enjoyment.
Yeah.
You should be willing to pay for that, and you are going to get it. Because there are able event organizers here in the region that can do way better
than what's up
than most. But they also need to understand. They also need to know that when I put in X, I will make. Slick is saying that he's never made like 1,000 Ghana cedis as profit. Yet he's still doing it. You may go to a Slicky event and think, yo, kofua ba, one yeska, or no kwanim.
Bro, of him.
What I say, any calculation now, like he was saying, most of us we just allow people to come in so that we can get pictures and show it to advertisers or sponsors for the next edition. That see my event, there were a lot of people, but one kasa ubotom no. One Casa Obotum. Skater, for example, it's a free show. It's a free show. I never had cash for Skatefest. Never. The only cash I got was from a friend, a pharmacist. And a pharmacist would be a Skatefest found me. Yeah, I mean, let's face it. Yeah. I mean, as a pharmacist, skating found me and found. But because he was a friend and it was like, yo, I like this dream and I like this idea, so I'm going to sponsor you. I'm going to support you. That's the only time I got cash. The rest, logistics. so now why you can never organize it. Ask yourself when was the last time a big paid for show came to Takrady?
No. I
Marco,
remember.
3 artists.
Marco,
Slicky.
do you know why sometimes we end up going for bad sounds?
Integrate because we can't pay for the good sounds.
Yeah, me sometimes I have to, go for loan before I can finance my shows. That is why I sound so emotional when people come under the Facebook page to, write that kind of
Nonsense. See
you
it.
and I know how I don't want to say
Today.
it. You see, so sometimes it's not easy to raise a sponsorship. My first event with Rush Energy, do you know how much they sponsored my show with? 100 cities, about 500 cities. So when the marketing they came to
Rush
the venue,
sponsored your show.
my first seller first at the MTN streets. Going for the road alone was
I'm coming
1,500 cities.
But it was called Rush Energy Drink
Yes,
Salafest.
I need to
Yes,
project
you
it.
headline, you need to promote it so that
I
it
need to
looks
project
bigger.
it. So, and the artists were, Charlie, on social media, leaking all the pay.
See,
they didn't know that.
I just got a message. I just got a message from a friend. He's saying I didn't even add stage, sound, and lights.
You see, they sponsored my show with 500 CDs. I was proud of it because at least they have done
something.
That one wasn't even on contract. It was just like a dash. Until the next one that they gave me 5,000 CDs. You understand? Because I was able to do something with the 500 CDs they gave me. So it's not easy to come up with a show like the free show in the region.
I see.
Yeah.
Ask yourself. Let me give you an example. Ask
Okay.
yourself why, say, if Sky doesn't do yes or sorry in Easter, Obianye, the people in second D want it. I don't know, man.
Nobody. It's not easy.
Nobody, because because the stage and the sound and the light, like I'm saying, it's easier for radio station because radio station go like, oh, give me your sound, give me your stage, give me
So
your light.
it makes it easier. I'll give you publicity.
airtime or I'll give you publicity after that. So and so come on board. Now, what you also don't realize is that is money that the radio station is also losing. Because if I speak to Slicky right now, I say, Slicky, your drink, come and sponsor me with Slicky bitters. Okay, Slicky bitters, give me like 10,000 and I'll give you airtime. And I'll go and use that 10,000 from Slicky to run an event, a free show for you, Wally, to come. What it means is that 10,000, I have lost it.
Yes.
Do you get it? That airtime that I've sold to Slicky for 10,000, that 10,000, I could have used that 10,000 to pay my staff. Do you get it? But I'll use it to run the show for you to come. So that, when we all having fun and all that, and my staff will go hungry. Do you get it? So first of all, like I said, I love the people of the Western region, but they should understand one thing. Enjoyment is not cheap. Anybody that tells you that enjoyment is cheap, they are lying. It is not cheap. That is why you can't enjoy and still build a house. You have to make a sacrifice. Because that former can be too what I say?
My last round of questions that we were talking about is why are we struggling to pull VGMA, Afrochella, carnivals, the big shows right here in Sekeni Takrady? Why is it that artists find it difficult to do promo tour in Sekeni Takrady? Is it because we don't have an event center, or is it because our people are not ready to pay? If we had an event center...
No. I don't think it's an event center.
Okay.
I don't think yes, an event center plays a role, but majorly it is not it.
Okay.
Do you get it? I made the math to you right now. How many people in the Western region, for example, let's say you're using Akroma, like with the Akroma 800, well, let's balloon it 900. How many people are willing to pay 100 cedis? See, Feeling Daddy is my friend. We've worked together for a very long time. He's doing an event on on Saturday. Entry. He's charging
200 cedis, 300
150 and then
200 and 300.
200 and 300, right? For
that's okay.
Yes. And I've personally met friends, who are saying it's expensive.
Yeah. I asked him today.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, but I've met friends who are saying it's expensive. But you want to go and sit and enjoy Kojo entry.
Yes.
And you don't want to pay 200 cedis. Now Kojo entry is 50 Ghana. No, it's about time we tell people the truth. Do you get it? He's putting a lot of. See, I saw Feeling Daddy, and I'm not gonna lie. I saw Feeling Daddy hanging posters and banners. A whole Feeling Daddy.
That's money. I was asking him. He looks stressed.
Do you get it? A whole Feeling Daddy, business manager for a friend say Empire.
Yeah.
He's out there hanging banners, hanging posters. Do you get it? And people are out there saying that it's expensive. Do you know how much it costs to bring Kojo entry? The band number Bamando Numpono, band number Bamando
If you
Numpono.
do a loan service, not easy to.
Do you get it? And for some of that is there bufu cry and say, what you are scary or start pay guess account.
I don't know, I guess.
I guess one a copy man.
You see, Marco, let me chip in something.
But I'm coming. Let me get to you quickly. Yes, let me get onto on our Twitter space and speak to another person who also organized the event. Okay. Strap Up. This is the 5th year. He organized the 5th year, I think, last year. He is the person of my own brother. That is Taylor Rahim. Rahim, if you're listening to us on Twitter space, please unmute your mic and join the conversation, please. Rahim, if you can listen, if you're listening to us, please unmute your mic and join the conversation. Okay, he'll be joining us. Barak, make a comment quickly. Yes, the networking. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you see, I very much agree with everything Skinny and then Sleeky here are saying. Everything has to do with the attitude of the people here. That entails the mindset, and then you see forking out money. You get it, because our people here usually forking out money. Okay. Our people here usually find it very, I don't want to say catastrophic or demeaning, forking out money, but then that is what it is here. Just the Saturday, last week Saturday was Gaming with the Stars.
Give me the Stars, yes. It's free.
Right. It was free. Gaming with the Stars is free. We wouldn't charge anything. The only thing that wasn't free was the tees. The t-shirts that we were selling out. Oh, can you believe? Yes, a lot of people wanted the t-shirts for free. That is the attitude. Waba, obe board game, obe numunsu, obe beer, everything free. Oh, down the yes. Now the t-shirts, and then you see we also give out souvenirs, gifts. Wally here got a souvenir. He got a gift. You get it.
I didn't get a souvenir.
No, you didn't win anything.
You didn't win anything.
I didn't win anything. I want somebody's hat.
I met him in town. Was it Monday or Tuesday? And then I gave him his smartwatch, and then a shirt, and then a cap.
So me, I don't deserve a
You
smartwatch.
didn't win anything.
I want
Hetty. You want Hetty. You get it.
Hetty won me.
Marco, the 30 cedis t-shirt. Can you actually believe 2 people walked to me? All right, 2 people walked to me. Charlie Cinema, SK 15 cedis.
For 2.
Yes.
T-shirts and 1 is 30 cedis.
Yes.
2 people want it for 15 cedis.
Yes. Until 7 cedis, 50 pesos, 7 cedis, 50 pesos. Bako. I mean, how is that even supposed to? The late Akufu, all right? When I used to work with YFM, when YFM used to be at Windy Ridge, the late Akufu brought Bisakede to town. That time, Bisakede was like the hot cake, like it was a big thing.
The time he was playing Mansa
to Jubilee grounds. And you see, it was a 5 CDO then at that time. Mako, can you believe somebody walked to me? But again, once again, on an again, boy, the sneakers are not shiny. So that time, not the Air Max. And me shiny now, so not the Air Max red. All right, sneakers are not shiny. Mako, I mean, can that at that time, Charlie go be like some bare 100 to this 120 sneakers, because back then, no Yesika. He walked to me with a girl. Okay, the 3 cities. Cinema, I say I'm gonna get 3 studio. I mean, with something like this, how do we expect events? How do we expect promoters here to rake in, to at least break even? I am not sure Sleeky or Skinny here has done any event or break even.
Oh, Nana, if we break even, we would want it. No, if we break even in Poa, if we break even, if you break even in this region, if you break even, I'm telling you, because at least you got the money. You're not gonna consider your time. You get one of the reasons. Let me give you an example. One of the reasons most people don't organize events. I spoke to some people. They were like, "Charlie, if I have 50,000, me find an event or takrade. No, let me we have 1,000 Ghana profit also.
Yes, bien.
Nyansenim business wise. Let's face it, business wise, nyansenim, because so 50,000, you could have done something.
Profitable, yeah.
One of the I'm not going to mention this, but one of the reasons some big men who used to organize events they have stopped is that reason. Because one, 50,000. Let's say we 50,000. The event. I say the time and energy and the stress
You go through.
you go through running from one place to the other, and then on the day wakuma ete because people are not coming in early into usro say be 50,000 nashi, and the rewards that you're gonna get after that. For most businessmen, you can't go to any big man here in Takrady and say, big man, I'm 100,000. Oh, no, me 100,000. Me de kwa koye event.
Okay.
Me me bro. Even
120. What the
no
120?
100,000.
10 cedi, that's all.
10 cities.
NC.
NC.
Skinny, let me get back to you guys. Let me get onto Twitter space and speak to our brother, that's Tele Rahim. He has been organizing Strap Up for the past 5 years. Rahim, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Marco.
Trust you well.
Yeah, I'm good, Charlie.
Yeah, you want to share
How
some
are you
thoughts?
guys?
Yeah, we're also good. You want to share some thoughts on this one, so let's listen to you.
Okay, so I can talk about Strap Up. So Strap Up, if you're organizing Strap Up, you spend money on the venue, you spend money on the models, the artworks that you made, the people who did the artwork, the print and everything, you spend money on. And on top of that, there is the money you would pay for the fabrics that you are going to sew to exhibit. Now, there was a time I went to somebody's office, and then this was the comment that the person made. I told him I would say it one day. He said, why don't you people do fashion shows like they do it in the Paris and then like Anampo, Accra? This is his exact words. So Anampo. So I sat there, I was like, I can easily do something like that. But at the back of my mind, I'm in your office asking for sponsorship to organize this same show that you wanted to be organized in a certain way. You are dragging me for the sponsorship. You get it? But you are telling me we are supposed to organize shows like this. Charlie, the monies we put in to organize these shows, like we don't get the money that we put in back. Some of the things that we get back, like Strap Up, is when we, after the fashion show, we sell some of the clothes, then we get something back. But aside that, we don't get those monies that we will put into the show and then as a recruiting funds. Charlie, it doesn't happen like that too. We are in a region where somebody wants you to organize a fashion show that you've spent you spent so much money in it, and then they want you to charge. The person will have this mindset, say you are supposed to charge 20 cedis for the gate. Charlie,
It's not good.
I think we need to have this conversation more and more. The history of Takrady, the mentality, these two things. It is the history that is stopping the sponsors from coming here. That history of yenchia, yabu gate, yenchia, yababan nkete. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And then this mentality there, Charlie,
Ombwa.
it doesn't work.
Okay.
You
Tele
see?
Rahim. Actually, we need to go to other people to share their thoughts on this. So thank you for sharing your thoughts on this one. Please, if you're on Twitter Space and you want to share your thoughts on the discussion we're having, please lift your hands. Let's put you on. Yes, lift your hands. Let's put you on. But we let's activate our lines right now. 0500-097979, 0500-097979, 0500-097979. Join the conversation right now. Let's get your thoughts. I know most of you want to share your thoughts on this one. 0500-097979 and 0500-097979. And also, if you are joining us on Twitter Space, let's just lift your hand. We will add you to the conversation so that you can also join the conversation. Let me go to Facebook right now and read some of your messages as you wait your call. This one is coming from Bismarck Amwako. It says, more fire this morning. Jawule, hashtag Jawule. Shiraka Fuseni says, fire. This one is from Virgin Kojo Pobi. It says, my real guys, I'm watching you live from Dubai. Oh, Charlie, big shout out to yourself. He comes back and says, my real man, Kojenchi, I love this song so much. I'm sure the song loves you back. Jacob Aban says, fire this morning. Samuel Ajebotas, I'm watching you guys live from Takrady Thank you for joining. He says you guys are doing a great job. He gives Kalo to you too. Bismarck, I'm gonna come back again. Thank you, YFM, for playing my tune. Charlie, big shout out to yourself. George Kofi Nkunu says, nice show, watching you live from Asalam down Accra. Good job, guys. Charlie, thanks for your for you joining the show. Please, if you're on Twitter Space and want to join the conversation, just lift your hands. Let me add you to the conversation. And also, our lines have been activated right now: 0500 097 979 0500 997 979. We just have about 6 minutes to wrap up on the show this morning. Barak, you want to say something quick?
Yeah.
Now let's look at the way forward. What should we do?
I think they should send a request instead, because if you say somebody should lift the hands, I mean...
No, just lift your hands and I'll just add you up. Simple.
How
It makes
you
it
going to
easy.
see it?
No, I can see it from here. When you
If
just...
the person lifts the hand?
Yeah, when you show me, add your emoji.
No, leave the hand with an emoji.
Emoji,
An
okay.
emoji.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now I'll just add you as a speaker.
All right. So, you see, I think the three of us seated here are speaking to one particular direction, and it's all about, you see, the attitude and then the mindsets. Raheem, emphasized on that particular thing a lot. You see, Slicky and Madam for Slicky organize events into Slicky the economy like Skinny said, feeling that he's organizing an event or he's leading the charge for organizing an event.
Barak, hold on for me a bit. Let me get onto our space and speak to Mausi Doche William, our brother Mausi Doche William. He works with Connect FM. Yes, he wants to share your thoughts. Mausi, if you can hear me, please unmute your microphone and speak. We are listening to you.
Yeah, hello, Marco. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mausi, we can hear you. Please talk.
Yeah, thank you. Let me greet your great listeners who are listening to this show. Yes, organizing events in the region is not easy, but I will have to touch on sponsorship. You get it? If you look at Accra, as Skinny was talking about, you have to get some plots. Those plots are in Accra. They live with them. But we have people in Takrady here who can also, in one way or the other, support us to also make sure that the events that we are doing in the region can stand or can be filmed here for the people to enjoy. For us also, event organizers, to be doing more. In as much as people are looking for more free shows, there are people who love to, even Takrady, who love to move from here, sponsor a show either in Accra or in Kumasi. But if you go to them for sponsorship, they'll be like, "And Accra, they know if you do event and Kofu Bebe, and they'll be looking at that angle." But they want to enjoy the show, but they don't want to also spend to sponsor for you to make the show what you want the show to be like. Somebody will come to your show as a sponsor, will be like, "Oh, no one here lights. Who is doing your sound? Who is doing you?" But instead of them to give us money to get a good sound engineer, a good light, and then or the artist that is befit for the show, they will not do so. My main challenge is the people here in the region or in Takrady who one way or the other has that can sponsor that are not sponsoring. So if I'll say something, I would like to tell them to come on board fully, come on board and support such events for us to also make the market, make the name like the Accra people are making. So thank you very much.
Mausi, thank you for joining us on our space. Let's get to Spooky. He's also on Twitter space. Spooky, if you can hear me, please unmute your microphone and speak for us, please. Yo, Spooky.
How you doing?
Yeah, we are good. We are good.
Yeah.
Yourself?
I'm awesome by God's grace.
All right,
so
Charlie.
I want to play devil's advocate a little bit.
Play.
So we're talking about, Takrady people not liking to pay for events. Takrady people are very critical. And when they hear about events, they want to know the ins and outs. Most times after events are done, we hear that artists no. So when they are going for the next edition, also watching on there. If I when you see budgets and this is the mindset that most of the people in Takrady have had over the years. And anymore, Takrady is a small place. The people that are organizing are also friends with people that are on the streets. So what can some chowan? And at the end of the day, them some work at one, they also tell their friends. And them some no walk around. Oma nipakunupo ne rewo show them like obato ne don't know what adenimu. the elebe free dia oboko, but the unti a nombra after what it and some other one omba. Do you get it?
Yeah, okay.
That is how like taka the eye. Say your pedi sana. We just have to make sure that early year event find loyal people around you, keep the information small. You know that people won't pay much, but you can do something that they would want to pay. Why would people go for all of these shows in Accra, Kumasi, and because there's investment and
Okay.
we are thinking about how to attract investment. Into fine the first. I would like to invest in a program like Taylor Rahim,
Strap
and
up.
gaming with the stars, right? Because they've invested in it. You see a potential in it. Into them, no next show, Ekedo Bimbe Obe sponsor Obeba. You get what I mean? So
Okay.
let's also cultivate this culture of finding loyal people to work with and then putting our best in the shows we do. Thank you for Obaba. Obaba, most definitely.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So, Spooky, thank you for joining us on our space. Let me pick our last comment from Twitter space. We're speaking to our brother Emmanuel Dogbe. Emmanuel, if you can hear me, please unmute your mic and speak for us, please.
Yeah, Marco, good morning.
Yeah, good
And
morning.
good to panel. You see, one thing I've noticed about events in Western region is sponsorship is a problem. Let me use him as an example. You realize that there's a big show which is being organized annually. Okay, but people will sit outside and think about profit. You want to invest and the profit. Okay, so if you always think about profit, ideally the industry will not grow, the region too will not grow. At least if we are able to invest in a startup and it becomes big and people invest on board, that's where the profit comes in. But if it's always been like, will it go well? How will people come? And some will even want to come in for free. But I mean, the event is full of money.
Yeah, true.
From the clothing, the setup to the modelers, everything is money. So it's about time at least people should come on board and invest in it. The corporate industry should come and invest. At least it will be a big thing for the industry and the region as well.
Okay.
So please, let's look at our process too. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Emmanuel Dogbe, thank you for joining our space. Let me get to my brother. He organizes Nocturnal every year. He goes by the name TJ DJ. The city is unstoppable. TJ, good morning.
Yo, good morning, Marco. What's up?
So I know you have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, I'd like to say good morning to everybody listening to YFM.
Your voice you do like this. Where room you day? We in room you day right now?
I did my house.
Okay. We don't suspect you that way.
No. Okay, so let me break it down. See, everybody who has spoken today has made valid points, from sponsorship to, whatever. But it boils down to just one thing you guys are saying: the mindset. The mindset. First of all, why should even a consumer, why should a consumer even think about the event organizer's profit? Why is that done? Why is that done? Where is that done? Why the consumer self? So, Adekamo, you don't want the person where they give you the product, make it to each chop some. You don't make the person give you the product to each chop some. It's mindset, brother. It's mindset.
Okay.
Everything. Say, like, oh my God, you are doing a show. Who your shows? Yeah. How are you helping your friend to rise? Is that not mindset?
Yes, mindset.
It all boils down to mindset.
Okay.
The sponsorship can come. If they don't change their minds, we are not moving anywhere with events. Thank you.
All right, TJ, thank you for joining our space. Let me pick my last thought for my guest in studio. My time is already up.
All right, so Axman,
Skinny,
what I like to say, we've all spoken about mindset, and the mindset it cuts across from patrons to
the very last person,
to sponsors and all of that. Mousy spoke about it. Mousy is a marketer, so I'm not surprised he spoke about it, because when an event comes, on a pressure you never done so, as a radio station. For sponsors or for potential sponsors out there, I'm on my knees. See, there are able promoters, event organizers in Takrade that can give you back the mileage, the top of mind awareness that you want for your brand. Don't play with event organizers in Takrade. They can give you that. Give them the opportunity.
Okay.
And trust me, they will excel.
Okay.
And ya krani kumasi nkwa. And I'll bet me I make it
money from your
money or mileage or top of mind awareness that you are looking for as a potential sponsor. Even in Takrade. You get and this may sound funny to you, but one time I was at another radio station and then one of these herbal companies came to advertise with us, and I already gotten filler from a radio station that they advertised that they paid a certain amount of money, and when they came they wanted to offer us 1/4 of that amount of money that they paid in Kumasi, and I was like, but why are you offering us that? If for anything, crowd, they just offer us half.
Half, yeah.
So I said, it was like, yeah, high attacker. And I'm so say you drew. Or say I. Kumasi for mo yare. Or say I. Attacker for the mo yare. So I'm also yare.
That's it.
Do you get it? So and you Kumasi ne Accra and attacker then so you can get all of that. Okay. Just give people the chance when they come to you. Sometimes when you go to sponsor, they don't even want to sit with you. I remember when I started YfmGhana, this story, I'll tell you one day. When I came to join YfmGhana, I went to somebody to come and sponsor, a very big man in Taka, to come and advertise on YfmGhana. And the amount was not even a year. I went there 3 times. The 3rd time he saw my face, hey, he sacked me. I went there, Mimi, I don't give up.
Yeah.
I went there 1, he said I should come back. I went there 2. I went there the 3rd time. He sacked me from his office. I was so embarrassed, and his office is in town. Everybody saw that he was shouting at me. Sponsorship, advertise here. He sacked me.
800 cedis, 1,000.
He sacked me from his office. Okay. And this story I'll tell you one day.
Don't worry.
Do you get it? So I beg. So
no,
I'm not going to mention the name. So at the end of the day, sponsors, potential sponsors, when we come to you, please sit down, look at the person's plan, because see, I don't want the BT1 say bring proposal.
Yeah.
I don't want the BT1 no bring proposal. Then just to waste your time. Then you go and sit down. Me proposals there. Mommy 2 days. Me draft your bros is here. 2 days crowd. Me draft your bros is here. But you send a proposal. Oh, but nice a proposal. The transitions. Ni nyama she mu nyina. O de ni nyina be hyehyem onto omonka. O from common picking. They won't even read.
Okay.
I forgot from program and oh, na accept the program and a program bang. They won't even read it. So I beg, businesses in secondary Takrade. More na mobet me aso yimu ame arises any way. 2, the people mindset. Okay, if you see a good product, patronize it. What I say?
Okay.
Taylor Rahim show is a good show. It's a good show. Patronize it so it can run for a very long time. Bisaon say, how long would he be willing to run at a loss? No, the mobra. Or no, the on talker.
Be wrapping up for us. So
mindset. Okay. People should change their mindset. Okay. If you see a good product, patronize it.
Okay.
Buy it and go. And far, call into my call show and say, Skinny, Aji Eska, so Kofa and disgrace him.
Okay.
Because you paid value for it.
Yeah, sure.
So on that note, I am appealing to people. Next week Saturday, Kojoentry. Monko.
Before they start today, Malibu. Red Cup party.
What I say, Red Cup party. Monko. Okay, go and patronize it. And if you go, and I believe the people that are behind these 2 events, that they will pull off a good show. Okay. So go and patronize it. So Becca. So that the event organizers too will be put on their toes, because once you are investing in them, it's investment you're investing in, say, Barack. Even gaming with the start that is free. It's investment because I came to spend my time there.
Yeah, true.
I could have used that time, maybe wrap your guess.
I just come wrap up, mommy.
No, maybe wrap your guess. And I'll get profit out of it.
Still, could I guess?
So the point I'm making is patronize the product, and when it doesn't go on well, come back and bash the event organizer and put them on their toes.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying.
All right, back quickly. Let me pick your thoughts on this one and wrap up.
All right, I think you see one thing the sponsors or product here, people here in Takrade fail to do is that they feel say me mouse kana ebi awokodisi no. Whatever money you are giving me, I am going to work out of that money, and I'm going to use that to actually sell your products. Now, I would want.
Say what can now in me pon.
No, you see, I would want Skinny. I would want Slicky to sponsor my events. Now Slicky sells phone case. You get it. Now, Abba, you see, for them, they think it's all about me pull up. I see her, me them way. No. Oba, you know, what advantage, what opportunity did you take to actually sell your brand to the people?
Okay.
You get it. I would give you that branding opportunity. Come and use the space. Come and do whatever. But then on the day, one kasa woba, you know, what did you do?
Okay.
You can even print flyers. You can even print your T-shirt. You can do whatever. You get it. Oba, what the man crofotale then nipa no de coffee or the wakoto. Then one the neighbor so the phone case na ne get be phone case na ne bar na ni mia. Obe hu offer. Oh, okay. Let me go to these people. Let me go and buy from them. Maybe you're buying on Yama near them, but at least the person has even visited your shop. He knows where your shop is. If you're investing into Strap Up, say you come to me, you're investing into Strap Up. Okay, that is my offer. Now Rahim gives you an offer. You can also propose an offer. Okay, now the tags, that an AfroBC tag that you put in your clothes. If I'm giving you, I would also want you to put my company's tag in the clothes. Now, Makota Atari, I'm not going to him Pamatari no more. What shall the coffee? You have two tags. One AfroBC. Oh, Barak and Co. Then and also boom. You are selling your company. Okay. So it is not just say Bia or Nipa no Baji Uzika. No, the person is not just
it's business.
It is business, and you would have to understand that. Okay. So companies here, we understand your headquarters. Most of you are on crime. But then we would want you people to understand. See, we have better brains here. We have fine brains here. It is not just a chronic Kumasenko. Fine brains here who can actually pull off something beautiful than the ones you are seeing in a car.
Okay. All right. Charlie, thanks for your thought. Let me get to that of Slicky.
I'll come on the do medinally upon.
Me time also, me time upon.
Me feel as if baby we do need a year in a pay. So. Makare aboboya for our association. And so promoters no na co-event organizers.
One form association.
Like Skinny, my brother. Boy would do some boy me do small. Atasha. Maybe I make quite a sponsor no. Me approaching it. Into scam me one for mom. Skinny kwa whatever man I make one for mom. Into yen try na yen connect yen ho. Na yen kado your Skinny ni program. Me didn't that into mom one more.
Okay.
Since our logo better do as partner, we can do it to also develop it. Masade can wale ya wakrano. You try to be hard. Okay. Into yen try there. You be connect ya wana 18 na come near Phantom Chen. A boy would doors, but must be a boy. More doors, more. Then we roll it. This your better man.
Aye. Yeah, can you also mention Kelam Pointy? I think event organizer one Jai Kono. I remember you and one fighting. On a skin one fighting. Because no, like I remember that conversation. DJ. Okay, so Ghana Western DJ Awards. It's like it's just rough. Charlie, guys, it's a wrap for us. We are for listening to our resource guys. Oh, he said use the F word. Use the F word. A very big F to you, Skinny guy at Beach FM. Okay. No, I didn't say that. Okay, guys, it's a wrap for us. Once a big thank you to everybody who did the listening. I know that everything I've said on the show, you guys have listened and you have